Hi crochet friends, today we'll be crocheting this lovely ribbed headband together. This is the perfect beginner project. It's fun, quick to make, and you'll have a beautiful headband to wear once you're finished. For materials, I used approximately 30 grams of 10-ply acrylic yarn, but you can use any yarn you like. I'll also be using a 4mm crochet hook, a pair of scissors, and a darning needle to weave in the ends. We will start by creating a slip knot. How I like to do mine is I hold the tail end of the yarn underneath my right hand thumb and I use my left hand to twist the yarn to form a loop. And we grab the tail end of the yarn to pull through that loop, insert our hook and pull tight. And you have just created your slip knot. Next, we will be chaining the width that we would like for our headband. To do a chain, you wrap your yarn around your hook and pull through that slip knot. So that's one chain you've just done. And again, to do your second chain, you have your yarn wrapped around your hook and pull through. Again, that's 2 chains. That's 3. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and do 12 chains. So I've now done 12 chains. For size reference, that's about 7 centimeters. And if you need, that's about almost 3 inches. Now you can adjust your number of chains, so you can do more or less chains depending on how wide you would like your headband to be. Once we are happy with our size, we are going to chain 1. Now this does not count as a stitch, so I now have 13 chains and I will work a single crochet into every chain, starting from the second chain from the hook. So we skip the first chain and we work into the second chain. And so I'll insert my hook into that and we'll do our single crochet by grabbing our yarn at the back and pulling up a loop and wrapping our yarn around our hook and pulling through all 2 loops. And I insert my hook into the next chain, and again I insert my hook. I grab the yarn at the back and pull up a loop and wrap our yarn around our hook and pull through all 2 loops. And I do the same thing into the next chain. And we will work a single crochet into every chain. And I'm now working into the very last chain. And we have now finished with our very first row of our headband. At the end of this row, we should have a total of 12 stitches. And to help you count, you can turn your work like so and count the V's at the top. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. To do our second row, we chain 1. Now this is a turning chain, so it does not count as a stitch. And we turn our work like so. And we start working into the back loops only with our single crochet. So again, remember we skip that chain 1 we've just done. And we work into this loop. So this back loop, we work into that. And we'll do our single crochet. And then I work into the second back loop. And again, we do our single crochet. And our third back loop. And so this is what we call working a single crochet into the back loop only. We'll continue on. We have now worked into the back loop only of every stitch. At the end of row 2, we should have the same number of stitches as our previous row. So for me, that's 12 stitches. To work on row 3, we chain 1, and again, this does not count as a stitch. And again, we don't work into the chain 1 we've just done, and instead we work into that back loop only here. We continue on with our single crochet. After row 3, we should again still have 12 stitches. We chain 1, we turn our work, and again we work into the back loop only with a single crochet into each stitch. To do row 5, we chain 1, again working to the back loop only with our single crochet. There we go. So we have now done a total of 5 rows of our headband. From here on, we'll repeat what we've done over the last 4 rows until your headband reaches your desired length. For my headband, I'll be working a total of 60 rows, but feel free to add or remove rows to make the headband fit comfortably around your head. I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and I'll meet you back here once I'm finished. I have done a total of 60 rows of our headband, and I'm now very happy with the size. I've tried it around my head and it is a little tight, but that's okay because it is designed so that it will have a little bit of stretch. Just for size reference, my headband is about 41 centimeters in length, and if you need, that's close to about 16 inches. Going to go ahead and join the 2 ends together. So we will join our first row and our very last row. Picking back up where we left off, we chain 1. And we align the very last row with the very first row together like so. We are going to be working slip stitches into the back loop only of the very last row and the very first row. So as you know, we don't work into the chain 1, and instead we work into the very first stitch of our last row. And again, just like before, we only work into the back loop only. And then we also work into the back loop only of the very first row. And then to do a slip stitch, we grab our yarn and pull all the way through. We've just joined our very first stitch together. I would now insert my hook into the next stitch, again working into the back loop only. And then doing the same thing of our very first row, working into the back loop only. And then once that's done, we grab our yarn and pull all the way through and through again. And I'm inserting my hook into the third stitch, again through the back loop only, and doing the same thing, the back loop only of our very first row. I'm just doing our slip stitch. And again, I have now worked the slip stitches into the back loop only of our very last row in our very first row, and what you now see is that the way we have joined the headband allows for a very seamless finish, and you almost can't see where the start and the end of the headband is. Once we are happy with our work, we are going to finish off by chaining 1, grabbing our scissors and cutting our yarn, and we would weave it through like so. And all we now need to do is just weave in our ends. Grabbing out our darning needle, I'm just going to weave it through behind the stitches. And then I like to change direction. And then I weave it through a different direction again. And then I go back and do the same. Just like this. Now you can see you can't tell where we have weaved it in. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. We'll do the same with our other end as well. And look at what we have just made. I hope you are super proud of yourself. Thank you so much for crocheting along with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future crochet tutorials. I'll see you in the next one.